Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of It's Given Faith. I'm really excited to be doing it again. I say this every time, but I'm not going to keep talking. So today we have the gorgeous Beth with us today. How are you?
I am so excited to be here.
I'm so excited that you are here. So Beth is on TikTok. She has a little TikTok page just like myself. How many followers have you got? I mean, it doesn't really matter, like, but got like 8,000, haven't you?
Something like that.
So get it to 10k after this, guys. That's what we need.
I really want a playlist.
Yes, we want a playlist because apparently you can't make them if you haven't.
If anyone
10K.
knows how to make a playlist, let us know.
Yeah, comment below. But yeah, make sure you all like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more podcasts like this. But yeah, let's just get into it. So I was saying, Beth has got a TikTok page and her page is all about awareness for, what's it called? Because I don't want to pronounce it wrong.
I have an ileostomy bag. So I raise awareness on stomas, especially for like stomas in younger people.
Yeah.
And because it's not really spoke about, the younger people can have stomas too. It's more just seen like, you know, an older generation thing when it's not.
Yeah.
So that's what I use my TikTok for.
Yeah, which I think is really important because, like, I feel like these days not a lot of people do use the TikTok for good. Like, some people will just use it for, like, not very good things. So
thirst traps.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, but yeah, so I'd love you to, if you feel comfortable, go from the start, explain to us all what it is, you know, how it came about, you know, you like thinking that like something was wrong, all that kind of stuff. So just take it away.
So I was all right at birth. Basically when I was born, I couldn't really go to the toilet.
Yeah.
That's all kind of where it started. My mum like noticed it. At 6 weeks old, I was put into hospital because I just couldn't go to the toilet on my own, anything like that, and I just really struggled. When you get like bowel problems, you get like what's called like a pregnant belly, and I had that like as soon as I was a baby, and then it kind of all just got worse when I got older. I was in and out of hospital, getting all different kinds of treatments, seeing what they could do, and ended up with like tubes down my nose and things like that. I was just in and out constantly, and they just didn't know what to do about it. So what I've got is called intestinal dysfunction. So it's basically where like the muscles and the nerves don't contract like they should.
Right.
So they can't like push food around the intestines really.
Yeah.
So obviously when I was 8, I ended up having a colostomy. I went to Alder Hay, and they, as soon as he seen me, it was this one surgeon, as soon as he seen me, he was like, well, we need to get her into surgery. And he had me with a colostomy within like 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And back then it was like so hard because it wasn't really seen. No children my age I knew had like a colostomy or anything like that. So like going back to school was like, I hated it. And it wasn't really spoke about. That's why I feel like I do the most I can to speak about it on my TikTok.
Yeah.
Because it's never ever like spoke about when I was young. Like obviously now, like obviously other children are young and they'll have like me and other people on TikTok. But when I was young, there was no one.
Yeah.
Like it was always just like adults being like, oh, my granddad's got one of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Really?
Well, or yeah, it was just something like that, and I'd just be like, but I'm like still young, so I just wanted it to be seen and people to feel like they've got someone, because it was just so hard adapting to it. I carried on being poorly, which meant that I had to leave high school when I was in year 9. It was probably one of the hardest things I ever did. I left and I literally, no one spoke to me. No one really acknowledged the fact I still existed. There was like the odd message here and there, but it was just more like Bethany's sick. So I just kind of lost all my friends, and people were just like, we don't want to be friends with you because you're not in school enough. And it was brutal. And I think like that's why like I turned to TikTok, because I was like, I feel like I've got no one.
Yeah.
No one wants to speak to me because like my whole life's changing because I'm poorly. And I ended up getting a few treatments, things like that, and I ended up going back to college. First year of college I was all right. Second year of college I was like back to throwing up every day. Could barely walk. I had a walking stick. I was just so poorly, and I had to go out of college.
Oh, bless your heart and soul. Oh my God, I did honestly, like, people don't realise, like, what actually goes on, like, when they're not around, like, and to all you people as well who stopped speaking to Bethany when she left school. That's horrible. Like, oh my God, because you're so lovely as well. Like, and I hate the fact that people looked at you differently as well just because you were ill.
They definitely do, yeah.
Like, that is like how did that make you feel? Like, obviously when you were in school, and obviously when you first went back into school after getting your operation stuff, knowing that you wear is it a bag that you wear? Yeah. So you obviously had to wear your Stoma bag. Like, how like did that make you feel? Like, obviously going in school, and obviously because kids are nosy, they would have been like, what's that?
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? Like, shout out to like the lads and the girls in my primary school, because they were like the most lovely people. But as soon as I hit high school, it just changed.
Yeah, high school's brutal. Like,
it was
not for the weak.
Brutal. Like, it was, people just had so much to say on like topics they didn't know about. And I don't know, like, my kind of close friends were just a bit not the most supportive people, and it just kind of like mentally meant I ended up with like anxiety and depression. I got diagnosed with anxiety and depression a couple months into high school. It was brutal, because I felt like, I get it, because people don't live that life, like they're like healthy and things like that, so they didn't get it. But from like my point of view, I was just like, if that was my friend, I wouldn't behave like that. That
it's always the way that like people like, because you're very similar to me in that aspect, because I'm the same. Like, obviously, like if something like that happened to me and then people stopped speaking to me because of it, I would be like, well, I'd never do something like that. Like, I don't care what's going on or anything. Like, you're still my friend. That does not define our friendship whatsoever. So the people who did that to you, just a massive fuck you.
It was just like, you know, like little things, like it'd be like, someone would be like, oh, it stinks in here, and someone would go, oh, it's Bethany because she's got that bag on her belly. And I was like, hang on a minute, that bag on my belly doesn't even smell.
Yeah.
Like what, do you research?
What the hell are you talking about? Like,
I was like, because obviously I used to block mine, so no smell comes through mine.
Yeah.
So it wasn't me.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
It was probably them.
It was you.
Yeah, it was probably them. Because obviously you will like have to like go through a certain procedure to make sure like it stays clean and like, you know, it doesn't smell. Of course, like you're not silly.
It seems like obviously like now I'm an adult and like, you know, I've done like more things. It's like, but when you're younger, like little things like that really niggle at you.
Yeah, 100%.
And it does affect you.
Badly,
and I think it's just like high school, and like there's such like that mean girl energy. And it's just, so there's just no need.
Yeah, it honestly, like, mean girls in high school was, like, so bad. Like, just the divide and the friendship groups and all that kind of stuff. Like, I was just not into that at all. Yeah. Me, like, once I got to, like, year 10, I just, like, became my own person. I was like, I'm not getting involved in no more drama. I'm riding on the last 2 years of school with me one mate that I have, and that's it. And then that's what ended up happening. And then once I left school, I speak to a few people.
Me and me one mate against the world.
Yeah, me and fucking Chloe against the world. That literally was it. Like when me and Chloe were in school, and now I do speak to a couple of girls from school. Yeah, but like they're kind of like,
I speak to people more now. I'm not in school, and now like we've all grown up.
Yeah, that's what. Like, when I first left school, like I kind of went no contact with like everyone. Like
I did.
Not for like specific reasons, just because like I just didn't want to speak to anyone from school. If I'm being completely honest. Yeah. But then obviously like, as the years have gone on, I've started to reconnect with people and stuff, and then like obviously like, you know, just you know what I mean, we've all grown up now, so it is what it is. Like, but the girls I speak to now, they're like, they were always kind of my friends. So like, even though we never spoke, there was never like any bad blood or anything. We were always friends, so it was never due to any kind of drama, which I'm very grateful for. But yeah, that's just, I can't believe that, like, that's like so horrible.
Yeah, and it's like hard because people would never believe that like their children would like do that to someone else.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Like it was just like hard to navigate, because obviously leaving in year 9, being out of education, I was basically in hospital or in my bed.
Yeah,
like I just had like no really contact with the outside world. Like I'd post like a TikTok here and there, but I was just never in school. And then obviously I decided, I was like, I need to go to college. I was like, I'll power through it. was just like trying my best at college. And I ended up coming out of college, even though I missed like 6 months, I ended up coming out of college with like really high grades.
Oh, that's amazing.
And I was like, this is fab. I ended up doing like my essays and things from home, and like my end of year performance, I couldn't do it. I actually went to the performance and sat there crying.
Oh no, stop it.
Because I was like, that should be me up there.
Yeah.
And I was like, I had a role, but I had an emergency surgery at that point, so I just couldn't do it. But it was definitely like easier to navigate things at college, because like I think like that's like the time where you've got like relationships and, you know, like all different kinds of priorities as well.
Yeah.
So like school's your main focus, like it's your whole life for so many years.
Literally though, because like 7 days a week you're there.
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous.
Oh no. Like honestly, like this is why like since I've been in college, it's been so hard for me to like, because obviously when you're in college you're only in for like 3 days a week depending on the course you do, so it's been dead hard to kind of navigate that, because as well in college you don't have to go to college, they don't make you stay in college. Like if you want to go home, no one's going to stop you, whereas in school you had to go in. Otherwise your mum would be like, well, I'll get a fine if you don't go in. Whereas in college it's not like that. So that's why it's been dead hard for me in college to like actually like want to be there, because I just know if I walk out nothing's going to happen to me. Do you know what I mean? Because like I can't go home if I want to.
Yeah.
But honestly, that's just baffled me. Like I did not expect for you to tell me that. Like people are just horrible. Like, but these procedures that you had done, so what were they like? What did you get done, sort of thing?
So I've had like over 30 surgeries.
Oh my God.
But the procedures that I had done at that time, so the most recent operation I've had was where I was in hospital for 2 months, and I had my large intestines removed.
Oh my
so I
God.
don't have a large intestine anymore, and I don't have most of me small. I just have a bit of me small.
Yeah.
And that's why my colostomy turned into an ileostomy. But like the procedures were just like, I think I had Botox in my bowel, Botox in my bladder.
Botox?
Yeah.
Is that what you get in your head to like freeze your really?
Yeah. But it works like that on the inside as well.
Stop it.
Yeah.
You really do learn something new every day. You know, that is so crazy. Wow, anyway, carry on.
And then mainly I used to have an NG tube, and it goes like through your nose and down your throat and into your stomach, and it feeds it medication. And then 2 years before that I had an ACE, which was like it's basically a tube that goes into your stomach that you feed medication every night. I think that was the most like draining one, because it was like 2 hours every night that I'd have to like give myself to this tube and like feed medication.
Oh my God.
Just so that like I could go to the toilet like a human.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, that must be like a lot to deal with though at such a young age as well. Like, I just couldn't imagine it.
I literally live by someone's got it worse.
Really?
I just smile and giggle through everything because someone has definitely got it worse.
Do you know what though? Like, I think like that as well. Like if I ever feel like sad to something, I think something is definitely happening to something else worse. But it's good that you think like that though, because like a lot of people probably wouldn't think that you would think like that, because obviously of stuff that's gone on and that. But like the way you stay so positive through it, like I just love that, because because I know if that was me, I don't think I would be so positive through it. I think I'd be like, I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I'm gonna die. Your life's over.
Believe me, there's been times where I'm in the hospital and like I'm gonna die. Yeah. But like, you just have to keep moving forward, because like every time like I come out of hospital and I'm like in a bad way and I think that I'm just like, this is my second chance now. Yeah. Like I've got this life now. Someone's looking up there thinking, you know, we're gonna give it a better life. So you've just got to take the second chances. Yeah. Oh no, I love that you think like that. You've motivated me now. Because I honestly, like, obviously I had such a chaotic morning, and you've motivated me so well. No, we both have. I've got tan on my shoe. You literally, we were stood outside you. She was like, "Can you see the tan on my shoe?" And I was like, "I spilled tan. My curler broke." I was like, oh. Honestly, it's always like the way though, is it like you've got something good going on that day, and then like the morning, like you get up late and then you can't find an outfit, or like you planned an outfit and then you try it on and you're like, oh my God, it doesn't look the way it did last night. Do you know what I mean? It's just a load of like, it's always the way. And then you'll do your makeup at like midnight and it'll look unreal, and you've got nothing to wear it to. It's always the way though, isn't it? Especially with us girls. But
So as well, I see on your TikTok as well, like you post your little day in the lives and like, you know, when you go to the hospital.
Yeah.
So what, is that just, did they change your bag? Is that what they do? Like talk me through what they kind of do.
So I do stoma appointments now because my stoma is basically when I was in hospital, my wounds popped open. After they'd stitched me up after my stoma surgery, they popped open. And I had to have what's called a vac machine stuck onto my stomach.
Yeah.
And that like basically like sucks your stomach back together instead of them stitching it. No, it was so humbling. You have to have like Entonox, which is gas and air, to have it done. And it was so humbling because I'm like away with the fairies on this Entonox. I've like looked down, there's like just a hole in my stomach and I could just see all inside. I was so freaked out.
Really? Like a full on, like you could actually see like your inside?
Yeah.
Stop it. Oh my God.
I looked at my mum was like, and I was like, that's the inside of me. It was so scary. I was like, I could never be a surgeon. Hats off to them. You could see inside yourself. It was mad.
Whoa, that is like...
No.
I didn't even think you'd be able to do that with you being awake. Like,
I know, it's because you're on Entonox.
Yeah.
And it's in like
laugh and gas.
It's in like a procedure room. Yeah.
Because I've had like stuff done before as well. Like where like they've not exactly fully knocked me out. I've just been very like out of it. Do you know what I mean? Like proper like on like the moon. And like I sometimes think like how are they allowed to do certain things like with you like half awake?
Literally.
Because I even see like people like, because I watched this like, have you ever watched the Olivia Atwood stuff on like BBC? She's done one now where it's like The Price of Perfection, where she basically goes in and watches people have like cosmetic surgeries. And I see people laying awake for like boob jobs and having like the bum and stuff done, and then the surgeon's like, oh yeah, well it's better to do it with this, and then I'm like, yeah, but you're literally awake while they're like shoving things like in your bum, do you know what I mean? Like I don't think I could. You'd have to knock me out. I'd have to be asleep.
Well, honestly, I was going to theatre like 4 times a week, so they were like, enough's enough, like we don't know what to do. And someone suggested, oh, let's do gas and air and see if she can handle it on that, otherwise we'll sedate her. And I was like, no, if this is something you're taking me to theatre for, it's something that I shouldn't be awake for. I was like, no, sorry. But I ended up doing it anyway because it was the middle of the night, so the woman from the burns unit came down, and I was like, she was like, don't look, and I looked and I was like, I'm gonna be sick. Yeah, people say don't look and then you go, well, I'm gonna look now. I wasn't even thinking about looking, but now I will. I was like, I'm gonna be sick, this is horrific.
People may as well say to you, oh, you can look if you want, because then you'll go, you know what, nah, I'm fine. Don't want to look.
Literally. So I go to my stoma appointments because my bags have actually created an ulcer next to my stoma, and it's over granulated, which is something I'm prone to because like my wounds popped open, so they know that my stomach's prone to over granulation, so they have to burn the ulcer down. It's the most painful thing in the world. Do
you not get like numbed for it?
No.
Stop it.
No, because it's not a hospital. They don't do that at kids.
This is why I'm grateful I'm still under Alder Hay right now.
I'm still under Alder Hay, but I go there because it's just easier for me stoma care, and I love the stoma team there. But I think I'm going under Aintree or the Royal. I think I'm going to go with Aintree.
Yeah, because then you put that
for Zach Hospital. I like that. But because I decided to go to the adults for my stoma care because they have a lot more stoma nurses on adult side. Children's stoma nurses, they don't really have many.
Yeah, because it's not that common in children,
is it?
Really, so that's probably why.
They're very understaffed. And like it is quite unfair. They only work Monday to Friday, like 9 till 3. It's something like that. It's ridiculous. So if you've got a problem, you've got to wait 4 days. And then it's hard getting an appointment. So I was like, do you know what? I'll just go to a different hospital. Do you like see that? But obviously my surgeons were all at Alder Hay. But yeah, a children's hospital, they don't burn you down at all, but in an adult hospital they do. With little silver nitrate.
In the adult hospital you don't get magic cream either for your needles. You don't get none of that.
No.
So I'm honestly dreading when I have to go for my first blood test.
Do you not go to the doctors for them?
No, I go to Alder Hay because I've got arthritis in my knee.
Have you?
So I've had a couple of procedures on it where they've had to like, you know, look inside me because I've got like I've got like, because I have like loads of fluid around it, and they
Yeah.
like took me fluid out and like sent it off, you know, to test it and stuff, because it's just that weird. And like obviously at the minute they're trying to test it to see, because they think it's gone into me back.
Oh my God.
Because I've literally had the worst back pain for like, God knows. Like, I used to do dance, and I think that obviously did make it a
Yeah.
bit worse, but I haven't done dance for 2 years now, and I'm literally in pain constantly, and I'm just like, please do something. Like, I've been telling you for ages, like, there's something not right. Like, because me knee as well, it's, the pain's getting more unbearable now, and it never used to be that way. Like, I sometimes say to my girlfriend, like, will you please break my knee for me so they can give me a knee replacement? And I know that sounds dead silly, but I know that's what they'd have to do, because I get in that much pain of it overnight. I'd rather have like a fake knee.
Yeah.
So because he said they're going to consult with like a paediatric surgeon or something for that reason, because my arthritis isn't like a normal arthritis. It's children's arthritis, and they told me you grow out of it by the time you're 18. It's gotten worse.
Yeah.
It's gotten worse. So like,
something's not right.
Yeah, and you know your body.
Yeah.
Like, and I just know there's something going on.
Yeah.
And I feel like they just don't want to listen. But the NHS is on its arse at the minute anyway.
Literally.
Like, A&E wait time, they literally said like 2-day wait. Like, come on. They may as well just say to you, just go home and die. Do you know what I mean?
Your body best as well. Like, you know your body best. I had the worst chest pain when I woke up from surgery, and I was going, there's something wrong. No, it's fine. And I said for days, there's something wrong. Like, I can't breathe.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't breathe. I was like gasping for air. And then they were like, okay, we'll do a chest x-ray. The woman did an x-ray on my belly, and I was like, no. I was like, I thought you were sending me for a chest x-ray. Like, this is where, like, I can't breathe. Like, I know my belly's, like, mangled, but, like, my chest is killing. I've never had any chest problems. And she was like, oh, yeah, so he sent me for another chest x-ray. You've got, like, a partially collapsed lung. And I was like, yeah, and I've said this. But, like, they could easily sort it with, like, physio.
Yeah.
It was just, like, the way, like, the surgery had gone, it had, like, affected my lung. And I was like, but I was in agony for days. And
they were just like, no, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
You're fine. And then, you've got a collapsed lung.
Yeah. And they were like, it's something about, like, the alveoli had, like give up or something. I was like, can we get it to work again? And they were like, yeah, but, like, so they had to, like, do all different stuff. And I was like, I've been saying this for days. And I was like, this isn't the best.
Oh my God, that's, like, awful. That, you know, like, obviously, don't get me wrong, shout out to all the doctors and nurses and anyone who works in the NHS. Like, honestly, shout out to you, because like,
at the end of the day, like, the nurses used to agree with me. I never blame the nurses. Like, they're just getting paid. But, like, the NHS is so understaffed. It's ridiculous.
Anyway, enough about the NHS and how all that stuff's going on. But yeah, that honestly, like, that'll raise so much awareness to people, like, watching, because obviously there might be someone out there who is going through the same thing as you, and now they know they have someone to turn to.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You can always turn to me. I've probably had, like, every procedure going on your bowel and your bladder. So
yeah, she's experienced, so she'll know.
I've got knowledge.
But, so, I want to talk to you about something, though. So, I have seen it on your TikTok, and obviously, if you're comfortable talking about it,
what's coming.
I'd love for you to share it. So, on your TikTok, I've seen that you raise awareness for, like, stalking and kind of, like, all in that category, and, like, relationships and all that kind of stuff. So I would love to know your story. Like, I'd love to know what's going on.
Yeah. Oh.
If you don't feel comfortable talking about it, completely fine. But
no, don't worry. It's just that I haven't spoken about it, like, to other people, do you know what I mean? So I was seeing someone, and it was like, basically this whole process goes on for like 2 years.
Oh wow.
It's nearly 2 years, like a year and a half. I was seeing someone, it was very coercive, very controlling. It wasn't the best of situations. I was quite poorly at the time, so I was in and out of hospital. There wasn't much coming from it.
Yeah.
But every time I try and end this situation, it'd be like a million times worse.
Were you in a relationship with this person, or was it just like a situationship?
It was like a situationship, but it was deep and weird.
Right, okay.
It was deep and weird.
Okay.
I feel like it's quite hard to talk about because people know her.
Oh, was it a girl?
Yeah.
Oh, friggin' hell. The lesbians are the worst, you know.
The lesbian community, I don't recommend being part of it.
Honestly, like...
Yeah.
Anyway, carry on.
It was weird. It was deep. There was just... Between us, there was just... I don't know. There was something just about us that, like... I used to call it love, but...
It wasn't love.
No one agreed.
Yeah.
Because everyone from the outside could see it was wrong. It was more just like me trying to escape this human being for so long. I ended up having to go to the police because I literally didn't know what to do. So the college pulled me in for the meeting and was like, Bethany, this is like an abusive relationship, like we want to get you out, like we want to help you. And I was like, you've got the wrong idea. And I ended up telling her and everything, and I was like, I look back now and I'm like, you could have sorted that there and then, Bethany. But it was just like, at that time I genuinely thought that it was love.
Yeah, well, you do when you're in it though, because like you're young, we're not experienced on it, so we sometimes think wrong is right when it's not.
She used to tell me that she wanted to marry me, and like, or like, you know, these things that like
love bombing.
Yeah, like all these things that you want for your future, and by a person that surrounded no one really liked her, but I felt like I owed her something because of the way that she'd loved me, when how like I felt about like myself. We ended up like starting to speak when I was in hospital, and I was going through like, I was all right, but I was in like a bit of a dark place because I'd ended with someone previously, and it wasn't even like that I was sad. I just had a certain feeling about the way about my body was, and about how I felt about my bag, because I don't know, it was just a weird one. But we kind of met when people would say when I was vulnerable, because that's how it worked. And she also had someone in her family that had one, and I think that plays like on my heartstrings a bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because
I was like, oh, like...
So you just kind of felt like you just kind of related to something.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah. And what we had was just a lot deeper, but it was just awful. There was nothing happy about us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one could ever have a good thing to say about like the way we were. It was just so bad. No one ever seen it as love. Everyone was like, Bethany, just get out, please, like help. And I remember one night I ended up breaking down. I was in town, I was with my best mates. I ended up breaking down, like crying, because I'd just found out so much. She made like hundreds of TikTok accounts to contact me. She'd paid hundreds of pounds on this app to contact me. I'd been followed.
What do you mean followed?
Followed.
Like she followed you?
Round town.
Fuck off.
And it was all because like I just didn't want to be with her. And it wasn't even like, I don't want to be with you. It was like, you're so horrible to me. Like, I can't be with you.
Yeah.
Like, I had so much love for her, but she was just so, like, horrible to me. Like, there was this account that was, like, calling me fat, telling me to not eat and things like that. When it comes from your own relationship, it's ridiculous. Like, it just kind of all got, like, severely worse. The police told me it was like pre-murder.
What does that mean?
Like so it's quite a common thing for like stalking. It's like labelled as pre-murder because basically this is what, like I said in my victim impact statement, she said that like if I wouldn't be with her, then I wouldn't be with anyone. And like it was basically me being in a relationship with her or me dead at the hands of her. And like, it gets a bit of it was just like the hardest time in my life. I wouldn't wish it upon anyone, because there was just like so much, like obviously things I can't talk about because
no, yeah, of course,
they're like subject to the case, but like hundreds of accounts, like all of these different things that just like added up to be like the worst. And obviously she got charged with stalking. And
did she?
Yeah, she did. She got charged. She got charged and convicted. But the police told me like they've never seen that amount of evidence apart from like a murder case.
Wow.
I know.
That is crazy. What the hell?
It was so scary because like I didn't want to leave the house, didn't want to do anything. Like I remember the girls used to come and sit with me every night because I was that scared.
Really?
Yeah. I was just so disappointed that she took what I was, the most like confident girl and like so secure in myself, and she just ruined it. I used to go out every weekend. I used to spend all my time with the girls. I used to be so happy. And then I was just this girl who was like crying all the time and was petrified to leave her own house.
Wow.
Because like she was just everywhere and there was just nothing I could do about it, and I was just so scared. And then I ended up speaking to someone new, and she just like tortured that person as well.
Did she?
She was just like posting stuff about them and like all different things, and I was just like, there's nothing I could do. It was just so scary. And it was like, people actually didn't realise how common it is. It's really hard to get someone charged with stalking, but like for me it was just like the easiest thing to do.
Yeah. We like, obviously with it all going on, were you kind of going back and forth in your own head being like, oh, do I tell the police or do I not? Like,
yeah,
were you kind of just like debating with yourself?
Even when I went to the police, I sat there and cried. I said to the woman, because I knew, I went to the police on bonfire night, I knew that something was wrong when she just looked at me and went, we need officers at your home. And I was sat in the police station like shaking, and she was like, we need officers at your home, Bethany. And then she was like, then I'm going to get in touch with all these people, like all these domestic violence people and things like that, and like support, like stalking supporters and things like that. And I was just like, I couldn't comprehend what it was.
Yeah.
I was like, what is it? And she was like, this is serious. And I was just sat there crying, being like, but she told me this was love. Is this not love?
Yeah.
I was like crying to this woman with like a full box of tissues going, is this not love? She said it was love. And like, because like I'd never felt that way, I was just convinced that it was like love. Yeah. It was so sad, but I was just convinced that like the way she was because she loves me.
Do you know what though, like, because it seems to me that she had like some sort of narcissistic like behavioural issue, like it was 100% something to do with that. And obviously when like you're with someone who's like a narcissist or anything like that, they will literally do everything they can to literally ruin you but make you think like, no, but they love me.
Yeah, like, 1000%.
Honestly, like that is literally how they work, and it's terrifying.
Yeah,
it's so bad. Like, and honestly, I'm so sorry you had to go through that, because that is literally like so fucking scary. Like I could never imagine it. Like,
it's just like you just feel bad for everyone around you, because I've brought this person into our lives. She made my best mate's life live in hell. She made my mum's life live in hell. Like, she just ruined, like, tried to ruin everyone around me so that I could be like separated from everyone, so that she could have me under her control.
Honestly, I'm just lost for words. Like, 'cause obviously I know you posted awareness about it on TikTok, so obviously everyone's aware of the situation and stuff like that. But obviously now that you've actually got into it, like, it actually really is very deep. Like, and like as well, like, just the thought of like stalk and like the word's just scary as it is. Yeah. Like, and then like if you don't mind me asking, like, when you mean like stalking, do you mean like she used to like follow you everywhere?
No,
like, because that's what
I hope not.
Cause obviously when I hear the word stalk, like that's what I kind of like think it is. Like,
so stalk, there's like a lot of things that fall under stalking, but it's very hard to get someone charged with it. There has to be like, so stalking, so if you block an account and another one comes up, it's classed as like something like that. So she made like, I think there was like 100 TikTok accounts,
Jesus Christ.
Which, bearing in mind, you have to make a new email for her every time.
I was literally about to say that, like, how many friggin' emails did she have?
Yeah, she used to message me mum. There was, like, things like that, like being followed and things like that. But there was just, like, obviously some stuff I can't talk about.
No,
because
yeah,
it's
of course,
like,
No, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Yeah, just say
Sorry,
just say what you can say. Like,
yeah, and then there was, like, you know, like that app where you pay. She'd spent, like, loads of money on that.
Which app is that?
There's, like, an app where you can pay to, like, send people messages when the number's blocked you. So I used to get, like,
Never heard
5
that
different numbers.
Never heard that one before.
Is it like text me?
Oh, that one where you can get a different phone number. Like every time. Right, yeah, I know what you mean.
There's like a subscription, and then there's like where you can pay every time, but she was on like multiple apps like that, paying, things like that. When I say stalking as well, it comes under threat of violence. So mine wasn't like stalking like, oh, like nice. It was like threat of violence, fear of harm, really. Because basically most things she did was just like, I can't even say the words.
Yeah.
But they were just like, it was just basically her threatening to kill me and things like that. And then just like threatening to cause harm to people around me. And it just fell under like what's it called? Coercive control.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And things like that, which is why it's classed as domestic abuse.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense of why it would be classed as that, because it is like, even
like
if they're not
psychologically.
Yeah, because even though, because I think a lot of people don't think like they just think DV falls under like someone physically putting their hands on you, but it's not just that; it's mental.
Yeah,
like,
mental, psychological, financial.
Yeah, it falls under so much.
Yeah.
That is domestic abuse. Do you know what I mean? That what it is not just physical.
Yeah.
But wow, that was like...
I have got like a non-molestation. Well, I went to court, got a non-molestation, and then she got arrested, charged, pled guilty, and she's on a suspended sentence.
What's a non-molestation?
A non-molestation is what I did originally. You can get one if it's like a domestic crime, or like you can do them civilly though. So if they're not broken, then it's not classed as a crime, but it was broken like millions of times.
Yeah.
So it is classed as a crime, and you get up to like 5 years, but like you never ever get the best charge out of anything.
No, they go and do 6 months and then get released for good behaviour.
She didn't even get sent to prison.
Did she not?
No, and everyone was so shocked.
The justice system, mate. Oh my God.
Well, like the defence were actually really lovely. Like, we're so sorry, things like that. She pled guilty, so she obviously got time knocked off, and she's on like a year suspended sentence.
Wow.
So basically probation, and then like she had to do like other forms of like stuff. But, like, the main one was suspended sentence.
Wow, that is, like...
It's just scary, isn't it? It's, like, the world we live in.
So, like, well, obviously, with your life now, like, how are you feeling about all now? Like, does it not... Obviously, you will probably still think about it. Like, it's not just going to go away. Like, it was a traumatic event. Like, is the thought always kind of in the back of your mind? Like... Or like I'm scared still, like, do you know what I mean? Like, do you ever still feel like that, or are you kind of just like thinking like, no, everything's fine now?
I go to like DV counselling and DV sessions and things like that. I'm still scared to leave the house. Like, sometimes I wake up and I can't leave the house, or like I'll think she's there.
Yeah.
Like, it's genuinely the aftermath. I thought everything would go away, but as soon as I seen her smiling at me in that court, I was thinking, I'm never going to get over this. Like, this comes from, like, a person you love so much. And, like, they've put you through this, and she was just smiling at me. Like, like made up. Because she was so proud of what she'd done.
Yeah.
Because, like, people must have seen, like, her TikTok, because she made, like, millions of TikToks about me. But, like... She was so proud of what she'd done, and I was just a broken person. And now, like, after, like, I'm obviously feeling a lot better. Yeah, now I'm not being stalked.
Yeah, you're like in the healing era, right? Yeah. Like, you're not fully healed, but you're like 90% there, whatever.
But like, I just sit there and I think, like, how am I ever like through everything I've been through in my life, this has been the hardest. How am I ever gonna look at someone and think, you might do that to me? Like, how am I ever gonna get over the fact that, like, someone I cared for so much and, like, all I wanted to do was love did that to me? And it's just, like, the aftermath of, like, the way you feel. Like, I'll, like, ring my mum crying, being like, oh, I think she's there, and it's just, like, I still do the same things that I used to do when I was going through it, because I still feel that kind of way. I thought when I walk out the courtroom I'd be fine, but I feel the same.
Yeah. So it didn't really change much then, like, with how you
like,
felt.
obviously I'm doing counselling, but they think that, like, they're sending me for, like, a PTSD diagnosis.
Yeah, because
which is, like, heartbreaking for me, because I want to work in the police. So it's like,
yeah. Can you not, like, be a police officer if you've got PTSD?
It's because it's, like, upon crime. Do you get me?
So because it's related to crime, and obviously when you're a police officer.
I'm praying that I can, because I'm going to uni to do it, but, like, I'd be devastated. I wouldn't get the diagnosis if it meant that I couldn't be in the police.
Yeah. Because it's something that you want to do.
It's something that I really want to do. Like, even if I can make that little bit of difference in the system, because I remember just feeling so heartbroken. Everyone told me she was, you know, like, I was going to be okay, and it takes them months to end up arresting someone.
Yeah, it's really bad.
It's actually really messed up, and it's not even, like, the officer's fault. It's genuinely the justice system. Like, my judge, I could tell he didn't want to suspend the sentence, but he looked at me and he was like, I've got to suspend the sentence, because of, like, obviously, like, private things that were said in the defence. But it was heartbreaking, because, like, everyone, my prosecution, everyone was convinced that she was going to go to prison, because it's so hard to get someone charged with stalking.
Yeah.
But it is just the system.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It really is.
I think quite a lot of people get what's it called? Let down by the system.
Yeah, 100%.
1,000%.
Like, the amount of stories I see on TikTok of, like, women who've been through, like, domestic violence relationships where they've been physically abused or whatever happened in the relationship, and they literally say, my perpetrator got sent to prison for, like, 5 months and now they're walking free. Like, I follow this one girl on TikTok, and I've followed her story for ages. She's from Liverpool, can't remember what her name is, and
Becca.
Yeah, I follow her.
I love Becca.
She's legit. I always, like, and she even, like, raises awareness for, like, other people's stuff as well, which I'm like, oh my god, that you're such, like, a saint for doing that. Like, you had your own stuff going on, but you're still trying to raise awareness for other people. Like, why do you know her personally?
No, we've spoke a couple of times.
I was gonna say, like,
we've spoke a couple of times. We spoke a couple of times. She's really lovely.
Yeah. She probably understands it the most as well.
Yeah, I have spoke to her a couple of times, because I was saying when my case, I was dead nervous that my case was going to be, like, open, you know, like, and be, like, in, like, the Echo or something.
Yeah.
That was my biggest fear, because, like, I don't know, that was something that, like, I was sat in court, and obviously my prosecution was like, you know, the papers will be here, and I was like, please don't tell me this is going in the Echo. This is my worst nightmare. But, like, obviously I did speak to Becca about, like, things like that and stuff like that. She's lovely.
Yeah, because
I love watching her TikTok.
Yeah, me too. I love her. Like, obviously, because she raises awareness about her own case. Like, because obviously it's got put in the Echo, didn't it? Like, she's posted it and stuff. But she's honestly such an inspiration. And
definitely.
If you want to come on the pod, Becca, I'm here for it. But yeah, honestly, like, thank you so much for just talking about all this. Like, I know it must have been so hard for you to actually open up about it and stuff. But again, it's just raising awareness, because I feel like more women need to raise awareness, so that other women can, like, look at you and think, oh my god, so, like, there is a way out. Do you know what I mean? Like, and they do know they have someone to turn to, whether they know you personally or not. But honestly, like, thank you so much for coming on and just talking your little heart out with everything.
It's been a pleasure.
Honestly,
I'm such a yapper.
No, honestly, it's been a pleasure having you. Like, honestly, like, some of the stuff you said, I didn't expect it. Like, because obviously, like, you only post so much on TikTok.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
You keep things private, but when you're in a conversation like this, it just
privacy kind of goes out the window. Like, obviously, I know there was some stuff that you had to keep confidential for obvious reason, which completely get, like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to pest you, like, what,
don't want to be sued.
Yeah, no lawsuits around here. We're not doing that today. But honestly, like, thank you so much for coming on, and yeah, I I just love you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Honestly, like
we've gained a new friendship.
Yes, we have, and we'll definitely have to do this again. Like
1000%.
Honestly, like you're just such a big inspiration. You really
Thank
are.
you so much for having me.
Well, thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure you all go follow Beth on TikTok. I will link all the stuff below. And yeah, I love you all. See you for the next one. Bye.
Bye.